And I'm pregnant with your husband's child. Divorce him. Yes. My husband of 7 years had cheated on me. But I didn't cry or make a fuss. After I proposed a divorce to my husband, I turned around and went to a bar. The next morning, I woke up next to a strange yet handsome man. Oh my God. Thinking I'd made a huge mistake. I left money and tried to escape. But he grabbed me before I could get away. Now, there was no escape. And Berg, I'm pregnant with your husband's child. He promised me that he would divorce you, and I hope you can make way for us. And looked at the message sent from an unknown number and immediately blocked it. This wasn't the first time. Her husband, Kobe, was successful in his career and handsome. There was never a shortage of women in the company who wanted something from him. Over their 5 years of marriage, and occasionally heard similar rumors. She asked Kobe about them, and he always explained that these were just tactics from his competitors. Annie, you must believe me, I would never do anything to hurt you. He had said this so many times that and had lost count. But today was different. When she asked again, you really haven't gotten someone else pregnant, have you? Kobe remained silent. At that moment, Kobe's assistant Wendy entered holding a bag and smiled, sister-in-law. Kobe asked me to buy some roast duck. He said you love it. Wendy was a young graduate, slim, and didn't look like she was pregnant at all. And pretended nothing was wrong and said to Wendy, let's eat together. I'll go downstairs to get 2 watermelons. She made an excuse to leave, hiding her phone in the couch gap to record. Soon after, her phone recorded Wendy's voice. Kobe, are you really going to divorce sister-in-law? She's beautiful, kind, and has a career. You're going to give up such a good woman? Don't you think that's a shame? I can't give her love. Kobe sighed, she pursued me to fill the emptiness, but now Zoe is pregnant. I can't just abandon my own child, can I? And took a deep breath after listening to the recording, trying to calm herself. After dinner, she asked Kobe, do you have anything to say to me? Kobe lowered his head and finally said, let's get a divorce, Annie. I don't love you anymore. Is it that you don't love me anymore, or that you never loved me? Anne asked calmly. Seeing his silence, Anne sneered, it's Zoe, isn't it? She's pregnant with your child. Kobe tried to explain, but Anne didn't give him a chance. She grabbed her bag and left the house. She drove to a bar, ordered a few drinks, and sat alone quietly. As the alcohol began to take effect, she accidentally wandered into a private room and lay down to rest. Soon after, a tall, handsome man entered the room. He wore a pink shirt with a wide-open collar and had a slightly nonchalant aura. And, in a daze, grabbed his pants leg and leaned against him. Hey, hunk. Let's chat for a bit. The man was stunned for a moment, then gently supported her slender waist. In the dim light, he finally recognized her. It was her, and Berg, his junior, the one he had once secretly admired. He sighed and picked up the drunken woman. Turning to his assistant, go to the hotel next door and get a room for her to sleep. The assistant grinned mischievously. Junior? Oh, I get it. The man ignored him and carried her out of the bar. When Anne woke up, she saw a man standing by the bed, wrapped in only a towel around his lower body. The man had a muscular build, comparable to a professional model. She touched herself under the blanket, relieved to find her clothes still on. Nothing happened, right? Are you regretting that nothing happened? Or are you afraid that something did? Makai looked at her expression, sensing more regret than fear. And, sobered up and alert, quickly returned to her sharp and composed self. Can you explain why I'm here? Makai deliberately ignored her question and turned to get dressed. The white shirt covered his body, but the outline was faintly visible. Anne couldn't help but want to pull it open and take a look, but silently muttered, it's inappropriate. Makai heard her murmuring and turned around with a sneer. What are you laughing at? Hurry up and explain. Anne rolled her eyes at him. Makai calmly put on his suit pants before speaking, you got drunk yesterday and kept throwing yourself at me, saying you wanted to support me. Does that still count? Support you? Me? Anne looked at him incredulously. Don't believe it? Check your phone, Makai said. Anne opened her phone, and sure enough, there was a video. In the video, she was clinging to the man's neck, not letting him leave. Hunk, don't go. I'll take care of you. Hunk, your chest muscles are so big. I like it. Suddenly, the woman in the video changed her expression and slapped the man's face. Anne was shocked. Did I slap you? Mackay put his hands in his pockets and raised his head, looking as though he was waiting for her to apologize. Sorry, I drank too much. How about you hit me back? Anne smiled apologetically. I don't hit women. If you were a man, I'd probably knock you out. Anne awkwardly grabbed her hair. Then, do you want me to pay you? Anne took out a wad of money from her bag and stuffed it into his shirt. Here's the money. Don't talk nonsense. If you don't want to do this work anymore, come find me. As a model, you don't have to sleep with rich women. Mackay was both amused and speechless. He took out the money and counted it. Lady, are you saying my body and face are worth only 2,000? Anne widened her eyes. Isn't enough? Is this industry really that profitable for you? Of course. Men who are willing to be on call are worth more than women. Someone like me? You can't get a night for less than 50 to 60,000. But we didn't do anything. But you occupied my time, Mackay said, looking as though he was at a loss. Anne began to suspect she was being played. Are you scamming me? The video has no beginning or end. How do I know you didn't do this on purpose? So, you think you paid and didn't get what you wanted, right? Fine, I'll make it up to you and guarantee you'll be satisfied, Mackay said as he unbuttoned his shirt, took a few strides forward, and picked her up. And screamed as the man pressed her onto the bed. The intense contact in that moment made her heart race.